disaster. The disaster is because global politics is failing miserably, first and foremost with the United States, which is a major provocateur of this war, a major threat to the peace. We need a different foreign policy in the United States. War between Russia and NATO, which is escalating by the day. Russia and the United States are not even talking right now with each other, which is an absolute disgrace. It's worse than 5-year-old children. You don't even have a discussion between President Biden and President Putin for more than a year without even a phone call. Military alliance of the Soviet Union was disbanded. The neoconservatives in the United States, that is the military-industrial complex and its supporters, began to plot the eastward movement of NATO. NATO began its enlargement, first to 3 Central European countries, and from then on, the United States has been pursuing its unipolar agenda of moving American bases, weaponry, missile systems, ABM systems further eastward, with the idea in part of surrounding Russia. In 2004, NATO expanded to 7 more countries, including the Baltic states. And then in 2008, NATO would move to Ukraine and to Georgia. President Putin at the time had made absolutely clear that is the ultimate red line. And it was in this context also we should recall that the United States had unilaterally abandoned the ABM treaty and started placing missiles in Eastern Europe. And so in 2008, President Putin already told Bush that this was leading to conflict and that Russia would take Crimea if the U.S. persisted in its move. Then please understand that in 2010, 11, 12, 13, President Yanukovych called for neutrality. The United States could not abide by neutrality. The United States contributed to the violent overthrow of Yanukovych, and the United States helped put in power extreme nationalists in Ukraine who broke the neutrality policy, demanded NATO membership as soon as possible, and welcomed billions of dollars of arms shipments from the United States. How stupid is this? I can't even use polite language because the people in the United States government that have provoked this, these neoconservatives, who have been in power for more than 30 years, are putting the entire world in danger. And of course, the media is completely dominated by the US and UK, English language media, I should say, and it tells one story, the bravado US-led narrative. And by the way, the United States learned its tricks from Britain, which has certainly been the most violent country in history. So Britain is the great propagandist of this war, and the English media tell the story. Putin invaded, no reason, no provocation, February 2022, it's all Russia's evil. And without the most basic point, if the United States neoconservatives had not been pushing a dangerous agenda for 30 years and putting all of us in peril, it's disgusting. We are at the brink of a disaster. The disaster is because global politics is failing miserably, first and foremost